Okay, so we did see at the top of the show oil prices softening slightly, but they did in trading earlier, WTI included, get above $120 US a barrel. Let's get some insight now, get some trading ideas for the week ahead in commodities. Scott Bauer joins us, CEO of the Prosper Trading Academy. Scott, thanks very much for coming on the show.
Of course.
Oil, I mean, day to day, it's almost impossible to say what's moving it, but why would oil have come off its highs today? Can you suggest a reason?
Yeah, I think the announcement last week with Saudi Arabia actually increasing output, I think initially maybe it was a little bit less than people had hoped for, which is why we saw the rise up in oil prices. But I think after careful thought and after really looking at the entire situation, the traders, quite frankly, are looking at this and saying, okay, this is kind of a pause right now. We don't really know where we're going, especially what's going to drive right now is demand coming out of China. So we don't know how much that's really going to help or hurt the situation. In addition to the increased output from Saudi Arabia, they also raised prices a little bit. So it is kind of counterintuitive. You would think that oil prices should have risen probably above 120 here based on all this news. But I think the market's just taking a little bit of a pause and really seeing what may come out of China, quite frankly.
What is going to be a big theme for commodities this week? Will it be China and how serious they are about juicing their economy?
Absolutely. That's going to be the focus, especially until we hit the CPI report here on Friday. The gradual reopening there, I mean, there really should be a lot of pent-up demand across the commodity space. Lumber, the same thing. Lumber's been getting hit. A lot of it is because demand has eased so much because nothing's been happening in China. Same with copper. So I think that's going to be, playing out over the next couple weeks, how quickly the reopening actually happens in China and how much that demand buildup really starts hitting the market.
What about, we just looked at lumber there. What about the softs? And there's copper. What about the softs, wheat, corn, soybeans? What is your strategy there?
Well, I think at least for, the next couple months for sure. I mean, there's tailwinds because of what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. And we know there's shortages. We know there's issues. We know there's volatility. So that's not really changing anytime soon. So from a trader's standpoint, I think you have to, at least in the softs, you have to still be in the buy the dip mentality. Unlike what we've seen in, the macro equity markets over the last couple months where that buy the dip kind of, went away. I think in the softs, that has to be the mindset. There's
just going to be support for these grains for quite a while, you think?
Absolutely. And a lot of the stocks as well, when you look at it, it's some of a stock like CF Industries. Or another stock like that. Anytime, at least over the last 6-8 weeks or so, you've seen any bit of a pullback, it's been a time to buy it. And that's actually one that I'm looking at today that is so correlated to the commodity space. Stock's off a couple dollars today. It's coming down to some support where it's been over the last 6-8 weeks or so. So I think that's the trend of the environment, at least in that commodity space.
Let's have a look maybe at NTR, maybe a one-year chart for them. NTR on the TSX Nutrien, as you probably know. Because it does look like, I mean, there's talk that some kind of a deal could be brokered to let more Ukrainian grain out, but it does look we're going to have massive disruption for at least a year here.
Absolutely, and there's talk until something actually happens. Again, I think you've got to have that mindset of a buy the dip, and then I guess we do hope on a macro sense, right, that we do get grain released from Ukraine at some point, that those tensions do ease. But until that absolutely happens here, you've got to have the mindset of to the upside.
What about natural gas? Texas is in for some broiling temperatures. That presumably will help support gas prices.
Quite a run there. I don't know where the top is actually going to be here in natural gas. If you look at UNG, at the end of last week on Friday, it actually unexpectedly got really hit. It was down about 5-6%, I think, on Friday, but that rebounded and then some today. And you're seeing natural gas this morning right around 9:30 or 9:40 or so. So that's another one. It's absolutely a buy the dip.